Hey, how y'all doing today, family and friends? I'm with the sister from the Gathering of Christ Church. She's here to let us know a little bit about herself. How are you doing today, sister? And what is your name?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. My name is Atara. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I am from the Gathering of Christ Church.
All praises, all praises. So like, what do you do? Like, what type of craft you got going on? Like,
I sing.
are you singing?
I sing. Yeah.
All praises, all praises. So, how long have you been singing?
I've really been singing all my life. It started in the church when I was very young. I think as young as maybe 3 years old, singing in church choir. As long as I can remember.
Okay. Church choir, so that's where you started from. So, so the transition from the church choir to truth music, it wasn't a real big switch over, was it? Or was it hard? Or
No, it wasn't. It wasn't hard at all. It's definitely different, but I wouldn't say it's hard. No.
Okay. All right. So the transition wasn't that hard. It was just the names, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So just switch the names. So okay. So moving forward. So, what was your first experience with music?
So as I was saying, the church choir, my grandmother used to teach us the song "Jesus Loves Me" when I was little, and so I think that was my first song that I sang at church, and I think it was then that they realized, like, oh, she might be able to sing a little bit, she can hold her own little note. So from then on, it was just history. I've been singing ever since.
Okay, no turning back.
Yeah, no
That's
turning
good.
back.
So you went to church with your grandma back when you was young. You was in the choir with the church. All praises. So now you're in the choir with the Gathering of Christ Church.
Oh, absolutely,
All
yeah.
praise, all praise. So, what point of your life that you started taking music serious?
I could honestly say that maybe I'd say 3-4 years ago, I really started taking it seriously. I've done a lot. Well, I'll say as a recording artist, that's when I started taking it seriously. I mean, it's been serious my whole life. I've been in a lot of gospel ensembles, gospel choirs. I did some solo singing, secular music in the worldly music,
Yes.
I've done college choirs. So I've been singing and doing choirs all my life. Even when I was a young adult, I went back to the church that I grew up in, and I was the choir director over the youth choir. So, I mean, I've always taken it seriously, but as a recording artist, it's probably been like 3 or 4 years now.
Okay. So, as a lead choir member, like, was it a lot of pressure on you, or?
Yeah, it has been a lot of pressure. It's definitely different. I had to change my mindset. I was always around people who were just grew up singing, and they were also trained and knew this and that, and coming into a place where, we didn't always have that. Everybody who is willing and who the Spirit leads to come and sing, they're not always equipped. Everybody don't already know all of these things. So I've had to do like a lot more teaching, which it has been humbling. It's been rewarding, to see the growth of everybody over time, but it's definitely, I had to have a change of mind to be able to do that.
So also you had to deal with patience too.
Oh yeah, a lot of patience.
Yeah, so you got to find some time in your life where you got to go teach, and also a parent, also.
Oh yeah, I'm a mom.
I'm
a wife.
And a full-time working lady also.
Yeah, I work.
So,
I homeschool. It's a lot, yeah.
That's very good. So, how is your songwriting process? How is that? Like the process of your writing songs and music.
You know what? It varies. Sometimes I could be walking down the street and something could just come to me. Sometimes I can hear a beat, an instrumental beat, and just start to flow off that. But it all depends on where the spirit's going at the time, and things going on in life and stuff. Because there's been times where I thought I was starting to write a song, but then I would literally have writer's block in between doing it and just stop. And then there would be other times where I could write a whole song out of nowhere just because the words just start spilling out of me. So You know, it's all over the place. I tried to like, you know, have like a uniform little routine and stuff, but you know, life don't happen like that. So you know, I just go with the flow, let the spirit lead.
Yeah. So do you write, or do you just think about your music and go off? Because I'm asking you this because if you get writer's block,
Yeah.
like, would you forget what you was doing, or do you have it on pen and paper?
I have it on pen and paper. Sometimes I will record it on my phone so that I can remember, you know, the arrangement or how I said the words so that I can remember. But yeah, I mean, then I'll come back to it later. Maybe sometimes I might get a whole verse and be like, well, that go good with that, you know, and then I can put it together.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, how do you describe your style of music?
I don't got just one style, man.
Okay. You
Sometimes,
versatile.
yeah, I would say that. It's very unique. You know, I literally will sing whatever comes to me. So I might have something that's like a soul type of vibe, and then I might have something that's a jazz type of vibe. I might have something that's an R&B or even contemporary. Like I got a song that I could hear more as a contemporary gospel song. I haven't dropped it yet, but you know, it just however it comes.
Okay.
That's how I deliver it.
Yeah, that's good. Supposed to do it like that though. So pardon me, excuse me. What is the best thing about being a musician?
To me, the best thing about being a musician is being able to use your music to express. You could do so much with music. You can encourage, you can provoke. You know, sometimes you could just put something out there that's just relatable, and it'll let people know, like, hey, I'm not alone in this. But it's just so many things. You could tell a story, you know, you could share your testimony. So I love that about being a musician. I can do so much with it, and it's just one of my outlets. It's one of my ways that I can actually express myself and share it with others, you know, who may not even know how to express themselves, and they might be going through something similar or experiencing something similar.
Okay. Because, you know, like, music, like as you said, you know, it plays a big part of our culture.
Oh yeah.
You know, like you got bad music and you got good music. Like some music will have you doing bad things, some music will have you doing good things. You know, like it plays a big part.
Oh yeah.
All around. So, with that being said, it's like you got to have your kids, and you got to have them around righteous music, good music. You don't want to have them around nothing that's negative. Yeah. Because it'll drive them somewhere else, you know?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
You know, like you said, like good music is always good to listen to because it'll drive you in the right direction. Like, I've cried when I listen to some people's music because it touched me. It touched my heart, and like you say, it does a lot to us. It gets in your mind, and then have you feeling some type of day. You can listen to this song. Like they got different music for different moods.
Oh yeah.
You know, so yeah. With that being said, that's real good. So what is it about being a musician that you don't like?
For me personally, sometimes I can write a song that it might not be for me to sing. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I've written songs before where I go to sing them and it don't come out the way that I planned it to come out. And I mean, that can be frustrating at times. And then, you know, the other thing is just a challenge now, you know, with everything else that's going on in life, to be able to, you know, really spend time on it and perfect it in the way that I could have, you know, had I not had all these other things that I have to focus on. It's a challenge.
Because from the outside looking in, you know, it'd be kind of hard for us that's not musicians to know that what you guys be going through sometimes. You know, we think it's all good, but you do have your pros and its cons. So yeah, I understand that.
That's another thing too. Like, you know, when you're dealing with even the studio, if you're not recording yourself, you have to be able to take what's inside of you and be able to portray that to the engineers in a way that they can help you to produce your vision.
Okay.
So I mean that's a huge challenge.
Yeah.
It don't always come out the first time the way you really intended it to.
So it do have its pros and its cons.
Oh yeah.
So do you have any albums or mixtapes out there that we should know about? Let's talk about it.
All right, let's talk about it. So actually, I have Transformation. That was my first album. And I have Epiphany that's out there. It came out last year. Was that last? I think it was last year. And I'm working on something else right now. I'm not going to speak too much on it. I'm going to just let y'all see. But we are working on some things coming up here this spring, closer to the summer. But
okay, so we about to get some spring and summer bangers going on. Okay. But before we go, you can let the people know where they can find your music at, where they can download it at, how they can subscribe to your channel and things of that nature.
Okay,
You
yeah.
can look at the camera and tell the family that.
Okay, yeah. So I'm on all platforms. I'm on Bandcamp, I'm on Spotify, Apple Music. I'm on Pandora if you want to look up my channel, Atarah Yasharalah. Also YouTube. A lot of my things are on YouTube, Atarah Yasharalah. You should find it easily. I think that's it. I'm out there though. Just search it. Atarah Yasharalah. You'll find it. Bandcamp. It's out there.
Yes, and is there anything outside of music that you do? You can let the family know.
Oh yeah. So I sew. Hands of Atara is the name of my small business. I do make custom garments, custom skirts. I make satin bonnets. I make soap, all natural soap, specially formulated for sensitive skin. So, all natural products. I am a fitness trainer certified. I've been doing that for almost 10 years now. So I actually went to school and got a master's degree in exercise science. So I do study. When you see me working out and things like that, I'm not just working out. Like, I'm putting some science behind it to do what I gotta do. I work with my husband's business, Vaz Lawn Care Services. I'm the executive assistant, so the calls, the estimates, and things like that, I do those things. Help out whenever, wherever.
And what part do you play in the church? You got anything
I'm the
going on
choir
with the
director of the church. I'm also the
What's the name of the church?
Gathering of Christ Church, Cincinnati body. So I am the choir director of the GOCC Cincinnati body. I'm also assistant performing arts director of the Cincinnati body, and I direct the dance ministry.
Ooh.
So, hey, my hands full. We busy, but we always working. We're working for the Most High. So
always working. Stay busy. All praises, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this interview with the sister Atarah Yasharalah. She showed y'all where y'all can log on to, what y'all can subscribe to, and things of that nature. Hope y'all like it. Enjoy yourselves. Shalom, and y'all have a blessed day.
Shalom. Thanks for having me.
Yes, ma'am.